G'day, it's me again. Finally got the vehicle back from Toowoomba after a few months. As you can see, I think it's looking pretty tough. Bit of height in it now. There's actually a metre from the top of the guards to the ground. Got a bit of engine work done by GSL. The rest of the suspension work and that done by DMW. So I guess if we start with the engine work, 4-inch dual exhausts, actually much larger than I thought. In fact, I can fit my whole arm up the exhaust, so quite sizable. They're not overly loud because of the standard DPF. Eventually I'll get that changed out when I have got time to get engineering certificates, etc. Get gas tests done or whatever to keep it legal. The rest of the engine upgrades were the thermo fans, they're by GSL, and the Safari Max snorkel that was supplied and fitted by GSL. The panel filter airbox into a 4-inch intake down onto the turbo, and then we also fitted the NPC 1300 Newton meter clutch, I think it was, and then did a tune. There was a bit of a mix-up with GSL, no big issue. They're going to sort it for me. When I rang them, they were fantastic. So cheers to GSL for looking after me. But I did actually order a pod filter so I could have the 4-inch intake. I think the panel filter is probably a better all-round filter. I just like the idea of the 4-inch intake to match the rest of the intake. So maybe they'll build me a panel filter with a 4-inch intake, or maybe we'll just swap it to the pod filter. But next time I'm up there, they're going to sort me out and retune it, etc. So cheers to GSL. Real happy with the work they've done. Very neat. Love the welding. So if you're thinking of doing any engine mods, highly recommend them. Look up their YouTube channel. They've got an awesome drag car, 79 series Land Cruiser drag car, just breaking the 1300 horsepower mark at the moment, which is more than that GT there, which is about 900 horsepower at the flywheel. Anyway, it's not about race cars, it's about 79 series Land Cruisers. So we went with the mud terrain KM3s. We just got to make some inquiries. I was under the understanding they were 35-inch tyres. They only stand 33 inches high, so I'm going to find out what's going on there. 315/70 R17 converts to about 34.4 inches, which I'd be happy to call 35s, but these definitely only stand 33 inches tall. So on Monday I'll go back to DMW and just find out what the story is. Getting on to the suspension, we've got the remote reservoir 3-way adjustable shocks, the Airbagman airbags on Dobinson springs, same on this side. Gives us a 3-inch lift, and well, when I worked it out on a 35-inch tyres, it was a total of 5.5 inches of lift, but I'm not sure now. I know I have measured it's a metre from the mudguard to the ground, so it's still quite a noticeable height gain. The D-Wiz diff is required to get the 4499 kilogram GVM upgrade. It has the added advantage of giving you track correction as well. So you get 2 for the price of 1. Just give you a bit of a look around. Part of the GVM upgrade is upgraded brakes. So they don't actually upgrade the discs or calipers, but they do put braided lines on, and they also change the brake booster, which I believe they're stealing hydraulic pressure from the power steering pump to drive it. I'm yet to actually verify that, but if you know, let us know in the comments below. Save me doing the research. Little Victron battery saver, I believe that's to do with the thermostat and that on the fans, which I believe keep running after you shut the engine down, and that just protects the battery. I'm still yet to verify that, so if you know, let us know in the comments. I'm about to pull the bumper bar off and start to fit the side steps and the bull bar and winch, etc. This bull bar's been powder coated at the same time as my tray. A bit dusty, as you can see, but I think it came up pretty good. There's a few patches where the hammer tone's not quite hasn't quite come off properly, but overall it looks pretty good. And that's the worn winch, which I've showed you before. Anyway, if you've got any questions, any comments, fairly amateur videos, I know, but at least it gives you a look at the vehicle and what DMW has done, what GSL can do, and also just gives you an idea before you go and spend. I think the total spend on top of the price of this vehicle, I think I paid 74 for the vehicle, another 55,000 spent on suspension, engine, and tray. So it's quite a substantial outlay. So hopefully it just gives you guys a look at what you get for your money before and if you decide to go ahead and do something like this. That's the blue lines there are my diff breather. I spent a lot of time threading those lines through the center of the chassis. Unfortunately, they had to weld the chassis as part of the GVM upgrade. They put these extra plates on, and therefore they pulled them back out of the chassis. So I'll probably spend the time again and run them back through the center of the chassis. I also spent the time to put a pull wire through the center of this chassis to pull through some power, etc., for the slide on, but unfortunately that's gone as well, probably from the welding. But anyway, wasn't too hard to do. Another quick look before we go, and this whole build is basically about putting that slide on and getting away. Other thing GSL supplied is just this this tray, which will help hold the weight of the larger tyre on the spare wheel carrier on the back of the old slide on here. So that's another mod I have to do, try and strengthen that up a bit. Anyway, hope you enjoyed. Let us know in the comments if you want to see anything extra and you got any questions. Let me know. Cheers.